Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about season 9, episode 7 of Ready to Love. This one starts off with the fellas coming in, talking to Tommy. All of them which weren't presented well to me. They all had ugly shirts on. Justin had this really ugly tie on. I'm just saying this not to hate, but to just point aim at the way you present yourself, fellas. You know, when you're out with the guys or just in general with women by yourself independently, you want to make sure you dress a certain way because you never know who you may bump into. You never know who you may lock eyes with. So for me, I think the guys really miss the mark when it comes to how they dress. Even on their dates, they miss it. So that's somebody you want to bring to the attention of the fellas and for the women. Fellas, you need to understand that the way you dress shows a piece of your personality. So if you approach a woman, she doesn't know you, you don't know her. The way you dress can give her a signal whether it's okay to talk to you or not, believe it or not. And ladies, don't fall short when it comes to the way guys present themselves. Don't look at that and be like, oh, it's okay, I can fix him. He should already have that part of his life together when it comes to how you dress and how you present yourself. This episode, we want your dates to meet your friends. Never been a fan of this episode. The reason why is because I don't like the grilling. I'm not dating your friend, I'm dating you. And I think some of the questions that some of the friends have in these type of situations are a little over the top. They cross the line a little bit. Like you're in a territory of things that's not your business. You know, why are you asking me this? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me my plans for the future with your friend? You're not going to be a part of those plans. So why are you asking me that? So to me, I just think it's a waste of time, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, here we are. All right, so first of all, we have Maya meeting William's friends. At first, I didn't know they were a couple, but it was cool that it turned out to be a couple. But meeting William's friends, and William's friends is really grilling her. They're asking her all types of questions. Some of them did kind of step out of line. And when those situations happen, I would have liked William to come in and say, okay, hey, guys, fall back. That's a little too personal. That's a little too this, a little too that. Because after the scenario is over with, she's going to pay attention to how you, as the man, allowed them to grill her in such a way. So you got to be mindful of that too, man. You when you have the friends meeting who you're dating, whether it's a man or a woman, you want to make sure you're able to protect your man or woman or potential man or woman in the way that you would if you guys were already in the mix, already in the relationship. All right, next so we have Mika and Rasheeah going in to meet Justin's friend. Now, first and foremost, you know, Rasheeah be out there modeling. Turning left and right, making sure you get all angles of her, which I found that to be very, very funny. Another thing I found to be funny is why are they meeting at Justin's friend's house? Now, I don't get that. Why is that the thing? Because it was with that and also with William, but we'll talk about that as well a little bit later. But why are you meeting at your friend's house, bro? And what friend does not know if you eat fruit or not? He said, you do eat fruit, right? You do eat fruit, right? How will you know that? This is your friend, it's your best friend, someone close enough for you to let them use their house. So what's up with that? So that struck me as interesting that we didn't see them at their place. Mika came in as well. I think Mika's interaction with him was more open and more silly. Rasheeah, you know, she's always, you know, that's that quiet. Well, she speaks her mind, but she's more laid back with her interactions with friends, with even with the guys on the show. She's never just super duper bubbly. I think the most bubbly I've seen Rasheeah was when she was playing around with Alonso doing the kid and play. That's the most I've ever seen her get silly. So Mika had some good conversation to give. Now Mika can be guarded at times, but I think that in this particular episode, at this particular time, she was not. She was open. She was having conversation. Seemed like it was flowing. Everyone's going to be a little bit guarded. Meeting someone for the first time is going to come out feel that way, but it's really difficult to take advice about who should I pick. Should I pick this one or should I pick that one? When you're asking a man who is single, because when you do that, he's always going to put a little bit of what he wants in that woman that you're picking. So for me, I think that he didn't want him to have Mika because he saw something in Mika that he actually liked. I don't know, man. It's a little, it may be a little far fetched, but I will say that for me, I think that his indicator was off when it came to Mika in this particular episode. I thought she was more forthcoming because I know she really likes Justin. All right, so up next we have Alexis and Vanessa meeting Chaz's friends. Now, here's the thing. I saw 17 biscuits on that plate, and not one person ate a biscuit. And all those Chick-fil-A biscuits and no one ate anything. Next thing that was interesting to me is that when Alexis came in, her mimosa was already made for her. That's a rookie mistake by Chaz. You gotta be aware of the optics that you're giving to a lady who's coming to visit you. So if a woman is coming to visit and she has her drink already made with a house full of men, that's not a good look. So you definitely don't drink a drink that you did not see made, ladies. Always remember that. Never drink a drink that you did not see made. Um, that mimosa, that mimosa had way too much orange juice in it for me. Way too much. When you make a mimosa, you just want the tint in that thing. You know what I'm saying? You get that splash of OJ for that tint effect. So yeah. It's just a bad rookie mistake by Chaz as far as making that drink goes. Vanessa comes in. I gotta admit, guys, Vanessa is a sleeper. She is really, really beautiful. The more and more I see Vanessa, I really see that she has a great smile, but her energy seems really dope too. She talked to the guys about her wanting to get married. That question, when it came up, it's not something that Alexis answered very well. I'm thinking in the eyes of Chaz and his friends, because she was like, hey, marriage could be a long-term partnership or it could just be a marriage. So to me, Chaz was like, yo, I want a marriage. You know what I'm saying? I want something solid, more so than just us just kicking it. So Vanessa pretty much aligned more so with that than Alexis did. So the guys rooted for Vanessa, and I agree with them when they said that when I see you two together, you guys look good together. And I think Chaz and Vanessa, they look good together. All right, so up next, Patrice and Rasheeah meets Alonso's friend. Now, she really knows Alonso, his friend, man. She knows a lot. I'm just curious how she knows what brings out his romantic side. When she said that, I would have been questioning like, oh, what's going on here? What did you guys have? Um, but what was interesting though, not Rasheeah, but Patrice. Patrice was amazing at this date because when she brought out that letter, the timing of that letter was dope. The fact that Rasheeah saw that, I noticed there was a hint of jealousy. It seemed like a hint of jealousy, like, yo, he doesn't do this for me. And this is a note to take, ladies, that when a guy is really into you, you'll see what he's bringing. You'll see those little nuances of romanticism, or you'll see those nuances of him caring more or wanting more from you, or being wanting to share more with you. And Rasheeah not getting those type of treatments should be a flag for her. Should be an indicator that, hey, maybe he's just not into me like he's into her. I need to use my energy somewhere else. She knew what to do. She knew what to bring. She knew how to make an impact on the situation. So kudos to Patrice, straight up. All right, up next we have Alexis and Patrice coming to meet William's friends at William's friend's house. Again, I'm not understanding why they can't meet at your house, William. Um, I just don't get it. Maybe it's just how the show ran. But Alexis comes in, cool. They talk to her, they shake hands, they give hugs. Great. Patrice comes in. Patrice comes in with flowers. Let me stop there. I love a woman who understands etiquette. She understood that when you go to a married couple's house, you bring flowers for the wife, which is true. Flowers for the wife, a bottle for the husband. It can go either way. But you bring something to their house to say thank you for welcoming me into your home. That's old school. So Patrice, with her and what she did, even back what she did with the letter, when she brought that out versus with the flowers right now, I think Patrice's efforts in these areas of etiquette and knowing what to do and how to do them are not appreciated. I think that's the only thing I can see why she would be single, because she knows what to do. Ladies, I'm telling you, if you want that guy, I mean, a lot of you guys are out there looking for that higher class man or whatever, a guy who's making this and doing this. You have to present yourself with this type of knowledge, ladies. It is really helpful, not just being a pretty face, but being a pretty face, but then knowing etiquette in certain areas to follow up. So, of course, the friends are going to fall in love with her because she did something to stand out. And it's all about always going to be about standing out when you're in a relationship or when you're dating. I'm sorry, when you're dating multiple people and you're trying to narrow it down and they know you're trying to narrow it down, you want to do things that's going to stand out. And she understands that. So she will win this across the board for me just by understanding the assignment of knowing how to stand out and how to be your own person when it comes to dating multiple people. Shout out to Patrice again. All right, so up next, Vanessa meets Dominique's friend, and Dominique is very, silly, more silly in this particular episode than I've seen him in recent other videos. But I will say Vanessa came out and told him, hey, I need more from you. I need for you to apply more pressure. And I can tell that threw him off a little bit. So when you tell a man to apply pressure, sometimes men don't really understand what that means. And I'm sorry, it does seem like a very simple statement to understand, but not every man knows how to apply pressure or give the right amount of pressure. Hint, Jonathan, what he did at the pajama party. Above and beyond, he did too much. So that's an example. So with Dominique, I think that he was kind of confused as far as, okay, what else do I need to do? He should not have been confused, but he should just know whatever he's doing, just double it up pretty much. If you call in once every 2 days, call once a day. But Dominique, he kept saying, he kept mentioning, you sure you want me to apply pressure? You sure this is what you want? You sure this is what you want? Like trying to get that confirmation over and over again to the point where it looks like you just lack confidence, and when it boils down to it. So Dominique, I think he missed the bar there when it came to what Vanessa was looking for, what she's asking for. And he just didn't do well after that. All right, so up next we had Mika and Maya meeting LaRon's friend King. One thing I'll say is that Maya seems to be able to adapt to any situation, which is nothing is wrong with that. But with her, it's really hard for me to find out what her personality truly is, who she is, what she's about. And that's a mystery to me because you're able to adapt. I never see her in her own limelight or in her own range of anything. She's always responding to questions. She never really asked a lot of questions to me through the course of this process. Mika, she comes in, of course, LaRon jumps up and down and just has this look of just such excitement, right? When she comes in. Now, I hope she understands and sees his reaction when she came in versus his reaction when she came in. That tells you a lot about a man, how he sees other women, the way he reacts and responds to their entrance. So all in all, man, one of these things about being and meeting your friend is that at the end, when they ask you, can you make a decision after your friend had given an input and everyone still says, well, I still don't know. It's still a hard decision, man. I still don't know. I don't get that. I never understood that. As a man, when it comes to picking out a woman, it's always a tiebreaker that's there. You're just not looking hard enough, or you don't want to look hard enough. So, ladies, when you're dating guys and you know they're dating multiple people, and that time comes up where you have to say, "Hey, is it going to be me or her?" And make your choice. If a man says, "I still don't know," just drop him. Just leave him right there, because at this point, a man should know after a few months of dating, couple of weeks dating, whatever you guys agreed on, he should know at the end of that deadline whether he wants to be with you or wants to be with someone else. So I was really lost with the whole, I still don't know, it's so hard to make a decision. Then why did you bring your friend there if they give you their answer of who they think you should be with and you still talking about you torn? So the whole thing was a waste of time. So you notice in this episode, guys, I did not really focus on the questions that the friends had or even the interaction between the friend and the date, because this is an episode I really just don't go for. I really don't like it. So I wanted to focus on their responses and their reactions to what was being said and asked. So all in all, just had to muscle through this episode, man. It's a tough one. But we'll see what the next episode has to offer, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Black. Peace.
Black, 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 black.